Hi there, my name is Kaylee.
My name is Shay.
And we're tackling some big debt.
In the Big Apple.
Matching, unfortunately.
It was entirely by accident this morning.
I left the room in this shirt, and then I put this sweatshirt on, and then Shay came out of the room in this shirt, and we were like, oh no. It's also worse because, look. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Kids, this is what marriage does to you.
This is what marriage does to your brain, is you start really turning into the same person. First things first.
Yes.
We're almost to 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Which is insane.
That is
I would like to say.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. I started doing these videos like 3 years ago. I don't even know how long. I have to look it up and see exactly how long it's been so we can celebrate. But I think I've decided that when we hit 1,000, which coming up soon, thinking maybe we could do a cute little Q&A. I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, and we've got a bunch of new people. So if you've got any burning questions about just us, our relationship, YNAB, budgeting, financial independence, health journey,
cats,
New York City, I believe we can answer questions on all those topics.
Yes.
Or if just some random ones. So yeah, just drop any random questions you have for us and you'd like us to answer in the comments, and I will keep track of them on a little sheet, and we'll do a video when we hit 1,000 subscribers, which is seeming like maybe soon.
Yeah.
On to our regular weekly Friday.
Yes, our regularly scheduled programming.
What did we do this week?
We had a pretty quiet week.
We did.
You went into work 1 week, I went into work 1 week, and we had...
The whole week? We got 2 weeks?
Dentist appointments.
1 day.
Those were weeks.
Those were weeks, yeah. I went into the office 1 day. Shay went in to do some pre-production work on the show she's choreographing for Christmas. 2 very different office experiences, but I would say hilariously similar in the grand scheme of life. As to what it means to our day, you know?
Oh,
like the work we do is very different, but like the experience of going in and doing it,
I was going to say,
surprisingly similar.
No rolling around on the floor for you.
You don't know what I do there.
Anyway, that's what we did this week.
That's what we did this week.
We had a pretty quiet week.
Mm-hmm. On purpose.
Yes, on purpose. We're having a really chill time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing next week? We are leaving for Connecticut to go visit Shay's parents.
In mere hours.
At 2:45 p.m. Today. We will be leaving to do that. We're going to go spend the weekend leaf peeping, which I found out...
I hate that term so much.
I found out that the West Coasters don't know what that means when I went home like 2 weeks ago, and I told my parents we were going to do that, and they were like, what the hell are you talking about?
As a native Northeasterner, I do...
It's what the tourists say.
I despise that
What do you call
term.
it then?
Enjoying the trees?
I'm going to ask around when we're in Connecticut. I'm going to ask around and see what they say.
I don't know.
We're going to go look at the different colors of leaves and pick some apples.
Yes.
And watch football with Shay's dad, which is what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back, and then my boss, who normally lives in Seattle, is going to be in town for a few days. So I will be running all over New York City with him, hanging out, scoping out the vibe, checking out stores, working in person for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is always fun and exhausting because he doesn't sleep, it seems. It's like he's like, okay, I'm going to get there at 6, and then we'll leave at like 8:30, and then we'll go to dinner. I'm like, I'm tired, bro. But he's fun, and we have a good time. We work well together, so it will be fun. I'm just going to be tired. Do you have anything else going on next week?
I mean, in terms of our lives.
Not really.
Not really.
Not until Friday. Yeah. Shay's going to be in Connecticut Monday for work. We're doing Monday Night Football with my boss, so we just set some money aside for that. But
out of the house.
Out of the house.
Out of our.
So.
Crazy.
Nothing crazy. All right.
Yeah.
So let's see what we got. Okay. So there's $8.97.13, but 15 of it is from a Buy Me a Coffee friend. Who is it? It just says, dang it. It just says someone. So if it's you, thank you.
Thank you, whoever you are.
Someone. We also have another 15 coming next week from Rob, but it only pays out once a week.
Okay.
So this is not the Rob 15, but thank you, Rob.
Thank you, Rob.
Love you, buddy. But this is another 15 from, just says someone.
So thank you.
So thank you, someone. And then it said specifically for the Get a Month Ahead Fund.
So, okay.
I'm going to go forward into November. Drop the 15 on rent right now, even though it's technically out of order. We'll come back to rent. I promise. Because first we have to deal with overspending.
Yes.
Which we just have $3.99 of overspending. And this is because we ran out of our Costco proteins.
We did.
And we needed some more. We needed some sausage. Get some Italian sausage.
I bought some Italian sausage.
That's it. Nothing exciting at all. It's really,
I feel very proud of that.
There was some overspending, I think, last week, but
Yes.
we covered it. And this week, we just haven't been doing that much, which is great because that's what we really needed.
Well, also, last week, we planned really well for the things that we were going to be doing this week.
We really did. We planned super well.
Which is the point.
Which is the point.
Yes. Okay. So now,
rent. Okay. So, hold on.
Today is a single paycheck month.
You can't stop saying the single paycheck week.
Jeez.
You can't stop doing it. It's early. We did already have coffee, so no good excuse there.
I'm famous for getting the minute right and the hour wrong, and I guess now I'm also famous for remembering that it's a single paycheck week, but calling it a month.
$254.99. Okay, so rent is covered. And now normally on a single paycheck week, I almost said month that time because this is gonna be a long day. On a single paycheck week, we put $350 towards rent.
Yes,
but we've got $95.01 left from that $350. So, but we were also talking about, as we approach our Get a Month Ahead challenge, making a category for getting a month ahead and just putting everything there.
Yes.
Would you like to do that now? And not put extra, but just put that $95.01?
Yes. I would like to, if it's okay with you, not include rent in that line item. Have the Get a Month Ahead line item be everything except rent.
Why?
Because I feel like it will make my brain less sad.
Why?
Because
rent is our biggest expense.
It's going to be so big.
Yeah, rent is our biggest expense. So I feel like...
And it's because we've kind of already got the ball rolling on getting a month ahead with rent anyway. I don't know. In my head, it makes more sense. But
it doesn't
if you
make
don't
any
do
sense.
It, that way,
it doesn't make any sense in my head at all, unfortunately. I want to be with you on this, and I just don't get it.
Okay.
We can still be funding it in the next month if you'd like. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have it here, but we wouldn't see the money. We'd be putting the money in the next month.
Yeah.
Does that make more sense?
That's
and then
what
it would
I'm
just.
saying.
That's not what you said. Okay. No, look. I mean, let's call it ahead fund exclamation point because it's exciting, and that would be right here, and then we fund it here, not in the rent line itself.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you with that? So it's still with the rent, but it's not going 2 months ahead and funding that rent because I think that's a little confusing for my brain.
Okay.
Is that best of both worlds for you? Is that a happy meet in the middle? So
yes.
You can still see it with next month's rent, and then once we hit November, I don't know what we do with it. Put it into December rent, I guess. Which is the same thing.
Yes.
This is still less confusing to me to see it all in November versus having to click through multiple months.
Okay. But when we get to November.
But yeah, on the 1st of November, we will move this into December rent and then start funding this in December.
Okay.
I know it's crazy. Somebody please comment and tell us a better way to do that because I don't know how to make it better because we're funding rent a month ahead because rent comes out on the 1st of the next month.
We'll think on it and talk about that later.
Yeah, I'm going to leave this here.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it for now. We're $95.01 into the month ahead fund, which is then okay. Stop looking at it. Okay. It was confusing. Okay, Wyatt is my nephew. We save his age every week. He's 9. We didn't forget him. Weekly things. How do you feel about putting $95.98 in the groceries? Because we overspent a little bit.
I feel just fine about that.
How much is pending for trains? Not much, actually.
That's good.
Everything cleared. The one thing that's been bugging me is that on the Chase card, all the charges post the date that they clear, not the date that they actually were charged, which is very frustrating. So it looks like we just took like 18 train rides on the 17th and not what actually happened. Oh, yes. We need train tickets for today, huh? That's what you're doing. That's what you're looking at over here on your phone.
Yes. We don't need train tickets for me, but we do need train tickets for you. And I just need to make sure that I am telling you the right price. You need $31 for a round trip.
$30.50. Okay, and then we've got $25 already in there.
Yes.
Do we think we're going to need more than that? I think yes. What do you got going on this next week as far as your show goes?
Callbacks at some point. So that's at least one trip.
That's at least one trip. And then grocery shopping probably at some point.
And then grocery shopping and maybe more pre-production rehearsals.
So like 25 will be enough for me. There's nothing pending currently. And then do another 25 for you.
Yeah.
So that'll be the. So this is probably confusing for people who don't live here, but we just bought a train ticket on the Metro North train line that was $31 for a round trip to and from right by Shay's parents' house. Technically New York, but right on that Connecticut border.
Yep.
And then the New York City subway system, the MTA, is $2.90 a trip, and that's what we use to get around the city all over the place. So
yes. So that was why we had to figure out those
multiple
numbers
trains
separately,
going different places. Okay, is $19.50 going to be enough for the bottle of wine, maybe 2 bottles of wine that you want to get for this weekend?
Probably not.
I feel like probably not as well. Do you have a general ballpark number of how much that wine is going to cost?
If we want to get 2 bottles of wine, we should set aside $30.
You think 30? Think they're going to be 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we are also going to be doing Monday Night Football. But it's going to be with work people.
And outside of the house.
And outside of the house. So I feel like, how much should we set aside, do you think?
I think also 30 for that.
We did 30 for when we went to drinks last Sunday and ended up spending 40.
Oh, then maybe we should set aside 50.
Oh, you went full swing up. Okay. Yeah, we'll do another 50 just knowing that we're going out. Mm-hmm. Also for ordering food. We think we'll want to do, yeah, because you're going to be getting off the train on Monday evening and you'll probably want to eat something. I imagine.
You will also want to eat something.
I will also, but yours will be necessary and mine will be not necessary. So
that's true. I am so bad at feeding myself.
You are. You will have not eaten for hours and hours and hours. So I think we should set aside, unfortunately, another 50 in here.
Yeah. Boo.
Boo. We'll share something.
We've also been very good about cooking at home for
We have.
ourselves.
Well, also because I've been on this like health journey and so eating out is difficult. So I think if we share something and make good choices and only have a couple of drinks, I think everything will align. And I mean, again, we'll be with my boss, so it's not like we're going to be acting crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Household consumables we discussed. You have a need for some things.
I do.
How much money should we set aside right now for you to get? I know you need coconut oil and you need face wash.
Yes.
Yes. I remembered.
25.
You can get both of those things for 25. Coconut oil is not so much.
I think I can get both of them for 20, and I'm saying 25 because...
Respect.
Yes.
Are you going to want to get flowers?
Yes, of course.
I'm going to do 10 in Pretty House for now. Okay. Those are all of our weekly things. All of our bills we funded last week.
I would just like to take a moment to acknowledge that we hit all of the items on our weekly to-do list in the order in which they are on the spreadsheet.
We didn't forget one thing.
So that's pretty huge for us.
It was pretty huge for us. Okay. We didn't forget anything so far.
Excellent. So kitty committee is fully funded. Bills are fully funded, which we love.
Yeah, that's why we fully funded those things last week, knowing that this week is a smaller paycheck because it's only one instead of both of us. So we have funded, I think, the things we are going to do this week, I think.
Not quite. We also need money for apples and cheese, which I think is date night.
Yes, we're going apple picking. How much does it cost to go apple picking? We did it last year. I don't remember.
It's free, and they charge you based on the amount of apples that you pick. It's a per pound.
It's a per pound situation. That also happens when you're married and you start saying the same thing. Okay, so how much do we think it's going to cost us if we ballpark? I remember it not being outrageous for the apples. It was like by bag.
Yeah.
I'm going to say $20 for the apples,
Yeah.
which is probably more than we need.
$10 for cheese.
$15 for cheese.
Okay.
I've met you.
I like cheese.
Is that for at home or for at your parents' house?
Or at our parents' house. The little spread with the apples and the cheese and whatever other goodies they have.
You know what? I'm just going to fund this all the way up, the grocery stock. Because next week we're also going to go to Costco.
Yes.
I don't know that we're going to spend all this. I don't.
No, I don't think we should.
We might. Does that fill us up to where we were? Yes. Apparently I used $30.24 to cover some of our spending. So let's finish that.
Mm-hmm.
What else have we stolen from recently?
Haircut, I think we stole from recently.
No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe last month. Hosting. We stole from hosting. That takes us back up to that. All right. We've decided to save for... We broke out tickets into its own category group to save for specific tickets that we stopped taking from tickets. Because I want to see this show on Broadway so bad. So I would like to. And I think, honestly, if we do rush tickets, that'll be enough. So
yeah.
We'll see next week if we can get rush tickets and just go on a random day.
Yeah.
On
a random Tuesday.
A random Tuesday is the best way to go.
Although they keep adding Monday shows, and I
don't prefer that.
I feel very negatively about that, actually.
Yeah, not as a consumer, but as somebody who doesn't want actors to have to work 8 days a week. You know? I know what I said. It was a joke. Y'all don't listen to the Beatles. Okay. So we've got $30.42 left.
Okay.
I say... Oh, do we want to put any extra in Christmas gifts while we're here?
Yeah.
How much?
$10?
$10? Take it up to 25?
Yeah.
What do you have in mind for the 2042?
I don't know. I thought maybe you would have something in mind for it, which is why I only suggested we put 10 in Christmas.
Oh, we also stole from technology, so let's put the whole 2042 in technology.
Oh, there we go.
And that doesn't even catch it all the way up, but it does catch it part of the way up.
That's good.
Now we are underfunded $15.58, which I just don't think we're going to get there. Which is a bummer.
That is a bummer.
Yeah, because we have double paycheck upcoming.
But a lot of that is going to go to rent.
Get a month ahead. So that'll be, we'll have like $1,000 to spend. Budget. That'll be this guy. That'll be this guy, this guy, this guy. We'll be okay. It won't be the end of the world. We can do all of those things. And I don't think we'll need all of the money in all of these categories.
No.
So, what if we do that? Ooh, that's a little dicey. So we won't be able to do all those things. That's okay.
We will prioritize.
We will prioritize. We will get through.
As we do.
We will survive.
We do not need everything every month.
I prefer to get everything every month.
Yes.
I do prefer to get everything every month. Call me crazy. Anyway, let's check out the student loans. Keep the student loans on another budget, because why would you want to look at them every day? Not for me. Not for me, friends. I look over here. I can't even imagine every week somebody is just nonchalantly watching a budgeting video and they see that number for the first time and they go, huh! Ah! I fight for my life to make jokes that make you laugh. Every day, I fight for my life. And you know the thing that makes her laugh the most? out of any jokes I've ever made. I just want to go, oh! Oh! Why?
I wish to not be called out on camera.
So a little bit like Voldemort. It's funny when you talk about old man. I love crafting these like intense jokes. You can take these jokes on tour. All she wants me to do is say about stage and go, oh! It's like my cats are being insane. I don't understand what's happening. They can tell that we're losing every day in punching. I can't get the weeks and months right. Kara's just over here grunting. I love you.
Okay.
Anyway, student loans. Interest is in forbearance right now, so we are throwing all of our weekly money that we set aside on the student loan that has the highest balance and the highest interest rate.
Someone asked in the comments, I responded, but someone asked in the comments last week why we don't just put the payment in a high yield savings account while we're waiting for the interest pause to end. And we did that.
We did that last time.
Last time when we thought we knew how long the interest forbearance was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, we just haven't really talked about it this time because
it's,
number one, I have no idea what's going on.
It's been so volatile.
I have no idea what's going on at all, which is insane if you think about it. But I don't know what's happening. So I don't know if it's just going to turn on again tomorrow or if it's going to be a long time. I don't know. And we have been enjoying just throwing everything directly at it and watching the go down. And
that's a somewhat emotional thing.
Yeah.
But it really does make a difference, I think, in our perspectives on the situation to see the balance go down every week.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think if they announce an end date for it and it's far enough out that we're like, okay, it would make sense to put this in a side account, then maybe we would.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just been so up and down. Nobody can make a decision. I don't know what's going on with the student loans in the courts, out of the courts. And my loan servicer has been really up and down with when they apply forbearance, when they don't. Like, I just don't know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just paying them off. I've unfortunately had to mentally check out of that side of it, and I'm just doing what I can do to pay them down.
Yeah.
But we did do that before when we knew how long it was going to be. It ended up being way longer than we thought, which was great because we saved up like $17,000.
Well, you saved up $17,000. That was before we combined.
That's true.
Finances.
So I saved up like $17,000, and that all sat in a high yield savings account, and it all accumulated some interest, and that was amazing. And then I threw it all on there, but that's when I had a small amount more of a better understanding of what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I have no idea what's going on right now. And it's very annoying. But for now, what I do know is that every week I pay $300 towards my student loans. Minimum. I don't know what I'm doing. What I'm doing right now on my other computer monitor is going in, physically making an actual payment on my student loan servicer website of $300 onto student loan 10, which is our highest balance loan right now and highest interest rate loan right now. Mm-hmm. We have paid off student loan 15 a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
In September, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, for my birthday. How could I forget my own birthday?
And that was previously the highest balance and highest
interest rate by 1 full %.
Yeah.
I did the wrong thing. So progress is being had. 10. So we're just doing our best.
And our best is pretty good.
Our best is pretty good.
I have to say.
I would like this to go faster, but that costs money. And we're putting the money that we have right now. Okay. Is this the current balance? I think so. 24,835? Yeah. Okay. Move so you can see the little. That's too much. It's fun to see the little. Okay, right now, March 2028. You better.
Yay.
I hate it when it doesn't change. February 2028. And that's going to be even less because, oh no, I guess next week's only 300 again. So it won't go all the way down to January yet. But the more months we take off, the less time I got to spend paying these state loans. We're doing our best, man.
Yep.
tired. Tired of this, Grandpa.
We got a little punchy this week, but that's okay.
It's okay.
We did everything that needed to be done, and I'm fairly sure that we remembered everything that needed to be remembered.
If we didn't, someone will post and remind us about something horrifically huge that we forgot. But I really think...
And we'll have a good chuckle about
that
it.
we remembered everything this time. We
Yeah.
used the weekly, we remembered Wyatt, remembered all the things we're doing this week.
And we'll have a discussion about how to figure out our get a month ahead situation.
Help us. Maybe we need to watch more YouTube videos about how to get a month ahead. And I think there's just also many ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think while we're actively working on that specifically, I like seeing all that money together.
That's super fair.
You know? So like I understand that we could go forward and we could just assign it to the categories themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But that's much harder for me to wrap my brain around than to see like, oh, we are $1,000 towards our month ahead or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah.
We'll watch some YouTubes. We'll read your comments because I'm sure people will
have lots of ideas.
Yeah, so. I don't know, man. It's the first time I've ever done this. I'm new.
You're like that guy with his hands in his pockets. Okay. All right,
and James. All right.
Let's go. I have to get ready for my meeting.
My health check-in video will be up on Sunday night, but it's probably going to be late in the evening because we're going to be in Connecticut. I'll be leaving Connecticut and then coming home and then filming that video. So it's going to be a little bit later in the evening, but it will be up.
We have a very exciting Tuesday video coming up.
Introducing the cats.
I was going to keep it a secret.
Nope. Introducing the cats coming at you Tuesday. They're very cute. I love them so much. I'm going to post little cute baby photos of all of them.
Because we have so many. I think that's maybe all we did for 2 months was just take photos of the cats.
That's all I do now.
They don't need to know that.
Okay, that's all from us. We're going to go.
Bye.